What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the F122 My Team Career Mode. We are here for episode number 12 today for the French Grand Prix in Season 1. If you guys did miss the previous episode of the Austrian Grand Prix, then definitely be sure to go check that one out before so this one. Very up and down race there with a lot of safety cars, a lot of cars, a lot of chaos. But unfortunately, it did not go our way in the end. You probably saw the result there, and you probably see our engine here, but yeah, go take a look at it if you have missed it. Definitely be sure to go watch that. But anyways, then, this is the French Grand Prix. And if you did see the home screen, we do have to renew our contract then with Théo Pourchaire. And I was looking through some of the options around the driver market here. Not a lot of great options, I'll admit, to try and snag someone here. You do have a couple of the free agents. Obviously, Oscar Piastri was someone I was potentially interested in, but maybe not now. Maybe when he gains a little more experience or when another patch comes. Remember, the French Grand Prix, or at least this one, so up until the Italian Grand Prix, all of these episodes that I have recorded with the F122 My Team Career Mode series have been before the sports livery update and before a couple other updates as well. So obviously the driver ratings are a little inaccurate in this, so we're instead just going to re-sign Théo Pourchaire, and we're going to offer him a low risk offer. I know that he hasn't been the greatest teammate in the world, but he's still been a teammate. He scored 2 points versus Imola. It's better than 0, and he's really the reason why we're still in this fight then with Haas and AlphaTauri. Without those 2 points, we're a lot farther behind. Anyways, then, doing a bit of the timeline stuff, you're trying to look around. We're going to swap out one of these activities for a different one then. In terms of how we're doing with the car, if you did see the home screen, we did get 2 upgrades, one on the aerodynamic side and one on the powertrain side. Does unlock some more upgrades, but I don't think we're going to spend them now just yet. Well, I just lied there. We just did spend it on a front downforce upgrade, and we also spent an upgrade on the chassis as well. We do get another powertrain upgrade and a couple of discounts on the other powertrain upgrades, but we are still stuck at the one upgrade. And, well, we did burn a lot of resource points going with the chassis and the aerodynamics. Those are the 2 most important parts, obviously. So we're going to have to focus on those. For the powertrain itself, not really. Anyways, then, looking through the options here, is there any facility upgrades that we could potentially buy? I don't think so just yet. Instead, we're going to move on with the
new parts have completed without issue.
Timeline.
You'll be on the car ready for
and
the
there
next
you
race
go,
weekend.
with the guy confirming that we do have an engine cover upgrade coming in. That's a big one for us here as that comes in. That should help our chassis further. France, I mean, I guess you need a light chassis for Sector 3. Not really the most important part. And we do get another message there. So go and check that out for yourself. Can we get this big upgrade? Yes, we can. It's a beautiful rear downforce upgrade, I think that is. I think it said rear wing main. Yes, it is. As a beautiful upgrade we need. That does unlock another rear downforce. Again, I don't think we'll spend it just yet. There is no discount on that just yet. There's also one for drag reduction potentially, but maybe not that one just yet either. Again, wait for the discounts then. But we'll skip through the timeline then and get all the way then to the French Grand Prix. We did do the Pirelli hot lap. It's boring. No need to watch that. Anyways, moving on to the practice programs then. Let's get these done as quickly as we possibly can here. Not without failing, please. That first fail was not great. We do get this in the second time. Can we get the rear downforce one in one swoop? No, we cannot apparently. Can we get in the second time of running? Yes, we can. We don't have time to do the. We don't have the time to do it in the full 100% 70% success on that. Sorry, I lost my words there a little bit. We do have one opportunity to get this 50% success one. We do manage to get that, so that wasn't a whole lot of time wasted there. And we got it in pretty much half the time, I think. Anyways, then we'll finish up the race strategies here. Can we get this one, please? No, we cannot, apparently. Let's try again. Can we get it again, please? Yes, we can. All those have been completed. Let's now move on to the next practice program. I think this is going to be the qualifying practice program. Getting the resource points and getting the boost as quickly as we possibly can. A lot of powertrain ones and a good amount of other ones as well. I think I saw some chassis ones and some aerodynamic ones, with the race strategy and the track acclimatization, so that's pretty good here. Anyways, then let's complete this objective here. We don't need the durability. All we need is the powertrain, the aerodynamics, and the chassis. Those are the ones that are actually going to make the difference on the car. And now, pretty much as soon as I said that, not only do we get a failed upgrade, but now watch our engine fail 30 million times in the next 2 episodes. Anyways, Let's try to complete these as quickly as we can without failing, please. It is kind of pissing me off here that we are not getting these in one quick swoop. Luckily, we do manage to get all the important ones there. There's no time for the durability. Meh. Who cares about that? Anyways, getting our collective total of resource points, 900 total, pushing us up to 2,102 resource points. And we do get the development boosts as well. And those beautiful boosts applying to these upgrades. I do want to spend a bit on the powertrain here. I think I am looking to the engine power. Not going to do the energy recovery system just yet. I think we'll hold off for that for now. That is going to be an important upgrade for us to get, though, in the near future, as I do struggle a little bit with ERS management. I think having just that little more ERS to use every lap will be good. Anyways, and you can see us looking through the menu screen here, trying to decide which upgrades we want to have on the car. Now, like I said, I think we are going to do the powertrain upgrade there. I think that has the biggest discount out of all of these, so we're going to whack that up. That'll come on just in time then for the Italian Grand Prix. That is, if it does make it through. It is a major upgrade as well, so that's going to be important for us. Anyways, looking through all the upgrades one more time, we're going to do another weight reduction upgrade then. That'll come on just in time then for the Belgian Grand Prix. But let's go to qualifying. Alrighty then, here we are for qualifying then for the French Grand Prix for Q1, loading up the setup, doing a bit of setup tweaks here and there. Now, the issue I do have with this is that it is going to be raining for the race day. So we're going to have to find a way to sort of balance this qualifying and this race setup as well. You can see doing a lot of tweaks here and there to try and get the car set up as quickly as we can. Anyways, DRS wide open as we make our way down the main straight to start the first lap. Here we are behind, I think that's as a Ferrari, I think, or an Alfa Romeo, I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, we're going to be hoping that they can give us a nice tow down the back straight here. Anyways, having a decent run through the first two corners. The car not feeling too bad. It is feeling a little bit on edge, but it's not feeling that bad. Anyways, then coming into the chicane here, down in third gear. We do miss the apex a little bit. We do get back, though. Nice and easy, get on the power as early as we can here. We just strictly right-handed. We do get a purple first sector, although that's not very representative considering not any of I don't think any of the other quicker teams are out there at the moment. Anyways, DRS wide open down this very long straight here. Looking back to just make sure we're not dragging anyone along on this qualifying lap. Then down to fourth gear, clip these two apexes here. We do miss the second one ever so slightly, but we do get a good run out of it, and I hope that the car in front, I think it is a Ferrari. It does look like a Ferrari up top. No purple second sector, unfortunately. We do get a green second sector. The car, well, the car is scraping across the ground. We did set the ride height pretty low, I'll admit, so that might not be the best for the rain. But for the dry parts, it is going to be important. The race is not fully wet nor fully dry. I think it's going to be like half dry, half wet, at least according to the weather forecast. But we do have the inaccurate weather forecast enabled, so it could be like 1 to 2 laps of dry. It could be most of it dry, who knows. Anyways, then coming into the final two corners here, the car feeling a little understeered, I'll admit. Not the greatest turnage, but we do charge towards the line, across the line, and it is gonna, well, that's gonna be a good lap for P2 before Verstappen pips us. But we're up in P3 there. I did not expect our lap to be that good. Tail pusher, he's down in 15th. I mean, does it come down to the driver or does it come down to the car? That's really the question here. But anyways, you can see a couple interesting names down here. Hamilton is down in 16th there, so he is definitely going to improve. But I think we are high enough to the point where we can stay in the garage then. And we don't need to burn another set of soft tires then for the second run then. Looking through the board, nothing really is sticking out besides the fact that the Mercedes are down in 10th, with George Russell in 10th, and then obviously Hamilton is down in 16th. But I do assume they will be all going out there. As you can clearly see on the track right there, everyone is out setting their laps then across the line, and we will make it into Q2 relatively easy. We do drop down quite a bit of positions, but we are still in P10, and of course Hamilton and Russell both improve on the laps. Unfortunately, Teo Pacher, well, he was knocked out in Q1, along with a couple other normal suspects like the Williams and the Alpha tires. So, nothing special. Anyways, this is our first lap of Q2. Again, setting ourselves up behind someone. I think that toe really did help down the back straight. I know that it was actually a Ferrari up ahead. I literally just realized that right now after going through the recordings. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, and I think that with the pace that we showed in Q1, okay, it's still Q1 as we get a little snap of oversteer there on the curb. No purple first sector, sadly, but let's hope that we are still, well, a bit within DRS slipstream range then of the driver in front. I think it might be an AlphaTauri of Pierre Gasly. I think Sonoda was knocked out while Gasly was not, so the AlphaTauri driver, sorry, getting split up there a little bit. Anyways, Perez does set the fastest lap. It's like a 32.9, I think that's slow. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, making our way down the second part of this straight and towards the flat-out right-hander here. No need to lift. Just make sure you have a good line to carry as much speed as possible. Charles Leclerc puts in a quicker lap here as we make our way through the double apex right-hander here. And now towards the left-hander here. A bit of a tricky one, I'll admit. Don't want to spin it on the curb. Don't want to go too far out because you're going to get caught out on this exit curve. You're getting a bit of a snap of oversteer. Not the greatest line, I'll admit, through there. As Hamilton now pumps in a quick lap here. And now as we try to follow ourselves into the final two corners, a much better line compared to our run in Q1. Getting on the powers early, we had a bit of wheel spin there. But we do manage to keep the car in a straight line across the line. It is going to be a P4. Only a tenth and a half there behind Lewis Hamilton. I think it was actually Max Verstappen that was ahead of us. So big props to him for that. Anyways, we set ourselves in P6 at the moment. Sainz is in P7. So I do think we will have to go out again. And we will go out again because I'm not risking this. This could be a chance to get into Q3. Who knows? Let's see on our final flying lap then for Q2 across the line with 50 seconds to go. And we now start our lap again, situating ourselves. Actually, this time, we're not situating ourselves behind someone. I think just it so happened that this time we were a bit ahead of everyone else in the queue. So, yeah, we're going to have to do a no slipstream. Anyways, we did get a warning for exceeding track limits, although not by much. I think we just dipped a tire just over the white line there. So, I think we should be fine. Anyways, purple to the first section here and having a great run through these corners here. The Delta, well, looking very positive. Let's hope that it's not the glitched out Delta where, like, you know, you can say you're gaining by 3 seconds. In reality, you only gained 3/10 compared to everyone else. But anyways, into the chicane. You're down to 4th gear. Clip the apex down to 3rd. Hit that apex here. Get on the power as quickly as you can here. And now make our way down the second part of this straight here. Minimizing the distance used on the track. And it's a purple second sector there. You might have just noticed. Could this be a lap for provisional pole in Q2? Who knows? Of course, again, it's just Q2. This ain't Q3. If this was Q3, I would be over the moon about this. But let's hope this lap is good enough then to put us into Q3 here. 10 spots, of course, and a lot of drivers are vying for those crucial 10 spots. So not the greatest run throw through that corner there. Anyways, coming into the final 2 corners here. This time, slightly better run. We do set ourselves up better, though, for this right-hander here. But we go a bit wide. We get on the curb a little bit too much there. DRS wide open. We lose a lot of time that we built up there. But across the line, it's still going to be a decent lap for us. And it's going to put us P6 there into Q3. For I think this is the second time we've gone into Q3. I remember the first time was at Great Britain at Silverstone. But anyways, a good lap from us. And I don't think anyone else actually improved on their laps. At least I don't think so. But anyways, 2 AlphaTauris. Sergio Perez, by the way, is out of Q2, down in 13th. Pretty big shocker there for the Red Bull. The Red Bull is pretty decent around the circuit, considering its, well, pretty fast nature here. Anyways, we murdered that poor little track ball out there. Let's hope that he rests in peace and get an F in the chat for that ball out that just died. Anyways, then coming into the chicane here, we are again following another car here. This time, though, putting a bit more distance compared to the Ferrari. I know it might not be the greatest option here, but I don't want to get too close and get a bit of dirty air in the car in front. Anyways, no purple first sector, but we are making our way down the main straight, the back straight, I should say, towards the chicane for, I think this is the 5th time, no, sorry, the 4th time here, because we only did 1 lap in Q1. Anyways, Verstappen pumps in a quick lap time there. Don't think we'll be able to match that. Well, let's hope we can get there as close as we can. Again, minimizing the distance to, and also maximizing the straight line speed. I do often cut that just a tad bit there, as Norris puts in a quick lap there. Good stuff from the Brit. Anyways, then, as we make our way through the right-hander here, that's actually a decent run there for the first time I admit, and actually a decent one through the second corner, so although we do go a bit wide there. Not the greatest idea in the world, but we carry on there. We might be able to gain a bit of time there. Anyways, Magnussen puts in a quick lap as well. What is going on here? Anyways, well, that's not a good last corner as we get caught up on the curve again there. Leclerc now puts in a P1 lap, and we still go across the line, and it's still a decent lap. It's P2 there, and then P6 as we head back to the garage. I think for Verstappen, he may have made a mistake on that last lap. And also, Hamilton is down there in P10. We will go out for one more time, though, in this qualifying session. We do have a new set, then, of soft compounded tires. We did use an old set there. I think we used an old set. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's actually a new set. Again, considering that was our 4th run, and we did have 4 sets of soft tires to use between the 3 qualifying sessions. This is the mandatory Q3 set. And now it is time to put in our quickest lap, then, potentially, of Saturday, and hope for a good grid slot for tomorrow's race. Anyways, making our way through the first sector here, and it is another purple first sector. We seem to have a good amount of pace there in sector 1. It just seems that in sectors 2 and 3 we are not really the greatest. Anyways, no one I think in front of us, so again, it's just going to come down strictly to us having a good lap and a tidy one around the circuit here. Anyways, through the chicane we go, minimizing the track here and maximizing the straight line speed. Verstappen, though, goes faster and he pushes himself out further. Only the P5, though, so maybe the Red Bulls really don't have some good pace around here. Alonso's still in P6, Magnus 8th, Norris 9th, but I do assume that those guys will improve on their lap. Checker flag has fallen them, and this lap must count to the best of its abilities. Anyways, down to 3rd gear, we get a better run through there, get on the power nice and early, and now make our way towards the left-handing here and to the final 2 corners then of this lap here into the final corner. Let's hope we can get this better. We do get a better line through there. We get the power down as early as we can. DRS wide open. Much more time found through that corner here across the line. Where is that going to put us for tomorrow's race? It's going to put us in P4. What a lap from us. P4. I was not expecting that. We had gained like 5.5 tenths, but I was not expecting us to be that high. Anyways, we are right up there with Sainz, Leclerc, and George Russell there. Ahead, though, of Bottas, Verstappen, Alonso, Magnussen, and Hamilton. What a qualifying performance. Let's hope we can keep it up on the race.
Hello and welcome to the Circuit Paul Ricard, current home of the French Grand Prix, an event dating all the way back to 1906. Now, it's been held at many venues over the years, with famous moments from Dijon and Manicourt, the feature of many a highlights reel. So let's hope we see more of those in the race today. A lap of Paul Ricard then consists of 15 corners and a total length of around 3.6 miles. Drivers will need to position their cars carefully on the exit of the flat-out turn 10, ready for the double apex right-hander at 11. Watch out for potential overtaking action at the end of the start-finish straight and into the heavy braking zone of turn 8. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Gallagher, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, and Magnussen, Norris, Mick Schumacher, Ocon, and Charles Leclerc. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Perez, Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, and Bottas. They've taken a grid penalty. Tsunoda, Zhou, Lance Stroll, and Sebastian Vettel. Albon, Hamilton, Théo Pourchaire, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. With me today, of course, is Natalie Pinkham. Why don't we discuss Red Bull? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within the team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do. And that has definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Qualifying is one thing. the race is another, and it is a very, very overcast start for this French Grand Prix here. Thanks to Leclerc's penalty, we have now elevated ourselves to a podium position right now. Why don't we just red flag the race and give us a free podium?
Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Anyways, there is Mark telling us that we do have some rain coming. Without the rain, it would have been a straight one-stop strategy here. But the interesting thing I noticed about the rain is it's going to start out dry, it's going to be light rain in a bit, then heavy rain, and then back to light rain. So we may see a change then, from dries to inters, inches to wets, and then back from wets to inters, unless the heavy rain stays until the end of the race. Again, remember, inaccurate forecasts are enabled in this series, so who knows what's going to happen then for the race itself. But anyways then, Verstappen's also up to P4 as well, so he might be in a race, he might not, who knows. I really want to keep this podium. I want to get this podium in vengeance for Austria, but who knows. As long as we score some good points, that should be good for us. Anyways, lining up on the grid, then we are up here in P3. So we're going to be sitting on the grid for quite a while then. Let's warm up the tires one last time. Anyways, lining up to the grid, can we get a purple parking spot? We just about, but okay. Yeah, I don't know if we caught that, but it flashed purple and then at the top says green. Nice, very, very, very nice. And also, if you look at the top left, signs it for Verstappen on the hard tires. That's a thing. Anyways, let's go to 5 red lights for the French Grand Prix. Lights out, and we are green, green, green here at the Circuit Paul Ricard. It's a decent start for us there. Good wheel spin as Alonso gets an outside park. He already jumps Verstappen, and it's going to be 3 wide heading into turn 1. Alonso on our inside. We give him the space on the inside there. We do manage to get away cleanly there. Verstappen gets back up into P4 on those hard compounded tires. Both Sainz and Verstappen, for some reason, starting on the hards. Not the greatest option considering the fact that the rain is coming in just a few minutes. We probably could have started on the softs here and actually make this work. But I mean, on the mediums, just in case. Anyways, making our way through, we turn onto the back straight there as we make our way there. And behind, we see Ocon and Schumacher in a train here. Well, this massive train, I should say, there. As Perez down in 10th, Leclerc is down in 11th there, with Ricciardo right behind him. Then you can see everyone lining up. And, oh, jeez, look at Ocon trying for a move there as the two Alpha Towers are going side by side into the chicane. And was focusing on Leclerc here, and now back up to the top there. Let's go back though to see Yuki Tsunoda and, well, Valtteri Bottas there fighting for P14. I think Yuki Tsunoda might have gotten caught out there by Pierre Gasly. It's going to be 3 wide into the right-hander here. Vettel backs out of it with the experience he has. And anyways, behind you have Lance Stroll and Nicholas Latifi battling another tail pusher. Well, I mean, he's in dead last, unfortunately. Anyways, then coming into the left-hander here, Hamilton. Well, I mean, he's down in P18. He's not having a good weekend so far. And I hope that the Mercedes can get up there quickly. But I'm also hoping that these guys can hold him up in traffic as well. And quickly then on to lap 4. It is raining now as the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz comes into the pits though. But me and George are going to stay out here on our medium tires. But Verstappen comes in as well. And I'm starting to wonder if this was the right choice. No, a lot of the guys are staying out right now. I don't think it's time for the inches just yet. I think next lap we're going to be able to get onto the inter tires. Anyways, there goes Sainz, there goes Verstappen, then both onto the intermediate tires. But yeah, there goes Mark talking about this. And anyways, but I mean, what is that strategy, Mark? I thought Jeff's strategies were bad. This is on another level. We have the current strategy with the 2 intermediate tires, and then the change is a 2-stop with dry tires in the wet. Yeah, I think that sounds legit. Yeah, I think that sounds legit, Mark. Anyways, then we're gonna file our way through sector 3 in these, well, stretch conditions, and yeah, now it is time for the intermediates. And I actually do think that maybe pitting on the lap area may have worked. I think Sainz and Verstappen had the better idea here. But it was weird because we were on the hard compounded tires here. We are on the mediums there. Anyways, we're going to be following George Russell into the pits as well. I think everyone else is going to be coming into the pits then for the inter tires. So we're going to see where Sainz and Verstappen come out. Sainz, though, he's catching up to Stroll, and I wonder if Stroll is going to try and hold him up here, or at least I hope he holds him up. But, okay, this is not right. Schumacher is staying out. Everyone else is into the pits here. Is there anyone else that's going to be seeing out? Schumacher probably just made a big mistake there. Anyways, medium tires off, inter tires on. We get a decent exit there. We did get a bit held up, though. But, oh no, double stacking issues there at Alpha Tire here. Anyways, Sainz gets past Stroll, who is still on the medium compound. What on earth is Stroll doing there? He is going to be holding everyone up here. Anyways, we come out, and yeah, Carlos Sainz and Max Verstappen had the better idea. They got on the tires quicker, and they have jumped us. Anyways, and let's look behind to see, is Théo Pourchaire going to get past? He actually pitted on the lap earlier, and this actually might help him to jump a couple positions. Unfortunately, he does not get past the Frenchman of Esteban Ocon, but he is able to get up to P17, which isn't that bad. Anyway, you can see Verstappen is getting held up there by the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. Is it going to be 3 wide heading down towards the chicane? Surely someone's going to back out. I think Stroll's going to back out here. He's still fighting. I mean, Russell, he's on medium tires in inter conditions. You don't do that. Like, you don't do that. And you can see us catching up here. Although Paris is catching us faster, so we're going to have to get past Stroll as quickly as we can here and hope that Paris can back him up as quickly as he... Oh, sorry, I'm hoping that Stroll can back up Paris. What am I saying? I don't want Paris to back up. That would be very dangerous. And you can see how slow he's going through the right hand. We just swoop easily up the inside here. And this is perfect for us, because by the time Paris catches Stroll, he's already going to be in the next turn. That's going to hold up Paris and Leclerc a treat here. So thank you very much, Lance Stroll here. And Leclerc is getting restless. Everyone is getting restless behind here. Well, actually, only 3 guys are getting restless behind. As, well, Stroll finally pits, but not after losing so much time. And now they're going side by side, as now Schumacher also comes into the pit. So both Schumacher and Stroll are going to be the big losers here, as they now make their way down the straight. And hopefully with that extra breathing room we got, we can now use that to our advantage. But Kevin Magnussen is having some other ideas. He's going to try to challenge Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari here. The Haas challenging the Ferrari. Very, very interesting. A bit of contact there, a bit of shark bite there on Charles Leclerc's front wing. I don't know if that's going to be enough there to make a pit stop. I don't think so. These front wings are stronger, and oh my goodness me. Magnussen literally just pushed off Leclerc wide by like a good 1.5 miles there. Anyways, as they now make their way down this, towards the straight here, I think Leclerc might have a good chance here, as the Ferrari power units in both cars, but the Ferrari is a quicker car in the straight. You can see him gaining in the slipstream here. He's going to pull to the inside here. Is this going to work? They're going to be side by side down this long straight into the left hand. They go. Magnussen swoops around the outside, and he is able then to keep that spot then. Anyways, then it is lap 9. And, well, we've got a problem here, because Sergio Perez is catching up. And you can see me constantly having to look back here. I'm kind of in danger of like, maybe just, like, going off into the walls by accident, by how much I have to look behind, just to make sure that Perez is, well, not really affecting us here. Anyways, then, towards the right-hander we go. And remember, we did set this car up for the dry weather, unfortunately. I wanted to have a good spot in qualifying, and now we're paying the price, as Perez is right up our D-bar. Said he tries to send it on the outside. We keep the momentum, though, on the inside, squeeze him out, and do manage to stay ahead of him. But for how much longer, and how much of this is really just a futile effort, as we nearly give him the space on the inside. We do manage to stick away and manage to get away cleanly there. Anyways, making our way down towards the final 2 corners then of lap number 9. And the top 3 have pretty much checked out from this race. Russell 6 seconds ahead, Verstappen 9, and I mean, who knows how far Sainz is up ahead on the road. Anyways, applying the power as quickly as he can, using a lot of batting here to try and keep away Sergio Perez for as long as he potentially can.
You're in 4th position. That's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, gap ahead is 6.8 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Perez behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old intermediates. The distance to the leader is 12.6 seconds. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. Okay, 18 laps to go.
Alright, so just a confirmation with Mark, just to check how we are around the field. Yeah, right now running a P4, that will soon be P5 here, as We got a nasty Navajo here. It is futile. We're going to use the DRS here. But Paris is catching us at a rate now. He's going to go flying by us there into the chicane. We're not going to fight that one too much. And Paris makes his way then up into P4, down to P5 for us. But the action does not stop there. As lap 14, we got some people coming into the pits then for the wet compounded tires here. The rain has gotten substantially heavier in the past couple of laps here. And anyways, we're not going to do what we did last time. We are instead going to go into the pits then and get those wet compounded tires. Yes, you can hear the determination in my voice. This is about to be the big 300 IQ strat here. Anyways, Paris makes his pit stop, gets out behind us. I was hoping we could hold him up just a little bit, but I won't be too mad. Anyways, into the pits we must go. Let's get some wet tire. Oh, wait, no, wait, no. Oh,
stop now. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Yeah. Let's just ignore the fact that I have actually put on the intermediate compounded tires, and I have completely forgotten to change it to wets. Very, very good. We are about to get screwed. Anyways then, Sainz makes his way into Sector 3 here. Yep, no, this race is about to turn on its head. We actually put on, I thought we switched it to the wet compounded tires. I guess not. Anyways then, it's pain for us. But watching Sainz then come through the corners here, and let's hope that he has a slow pit stop, or he does what I did and actually going back on the intermediate tires. Who knows? I just want something. Like, I know that, you know, I want like the rain to slow down here, but I don't think it will. Anyways, you can see everyone is coming onto this, and this is a worrying sign. Verstappen is right on Magnussen. Of course, the Red Bull is much, much faster compared to the Haas, but the fact that the wet compounded tires are working is a bit shocking. This is not a good sign for us. We are in big, big trouble here, and that is quickly seen on lap 16, and we are struggling to the max. I am not going to pit again and lose all these points here. We're up in P5. We might as well do something. Anyways, we had to go across there. It was late, but it was just in time there. But that's just going to cause a massive kerfuffle behind us, as well everyone is piling up because I am so slow. We cannot get on the power. And now Magnussen is going to be charging up the inside there. I was not expecting him to come that fast. Hamilton's in the action as well. Everyone is in on the action. Oh my goodness. Bottas round the outside there. Doesn't work there. We make a bit of contact there with K-Mag there as we try to car slow down. Hamilton though goes straight round the outside there with a bit of contact made. I tried to squeeze him out, but it was too late. Magnussen's got like no front wing there. He's going to go bolting down the inside. Oh my goodness. Everyone is going out of place there. We somehow hold on to P6 there. Yeah, it was a little bit sketchy at times, but I had to make the move here. And again, it was all just in time. Like, I don't see them doing that until pretty much the last second there. And I get that the defending was not the greatest here. But anyways, we are holding up, well, Bottas a lot. And I'm pretty sure Bottas is very frustrated. They're pushing him all the way to the inside there. And, well, nearly ended the contest, but luckily he managed to, oh, jeez, as everyone is forcing, well, me to go all over the place. We go a bit deep, though, but somehow K-Mag, with his broken front wing, he's still up in P7. He is fighting there all the dang way there, as, oh my goodness, he drives straight into the wheel there, but he charges his way through. We're going to let him go by, though, but instead, we're going to be 3 wide there, nearly colliding there with Valtteri, but as Bottas makes his way through, there's nothing we can do about that. As Bottas now tries to get past Kevin Magnussen, we're going to go back down the inside and screw them all. Because guess what? We're back up to P6 then. What is this fighting? We're fighting with intermediates on full wet conditions. This should not be happening here. And it clearly is just not working, because we are still struggling as Alonso goes straight around the outside. Bit of contact made again. And, well, this is just turned to chaos, really. We really just can't hold this down. Anyways, then down the main straight we go on to lap 18, and now both Alonso and Bottas have gotten by us here, short shifting up the 5th, but that really may not have been the best scenario. as Gasly tries to make his way, squeezing him to these, and we are still giving him a car's width there. His tire is still on the white line, so I think that does count there. And it's into the left hand, and we go. Bit of a drift there for us there, and well, yeah, another drift here as we are again desperately trying to get past here. Norris though is up to P8, Gasly down to P9 here. Norris trying to get past Gasly with the speed around the outside here. We break latest, we somehow stay ahead. Managed to hold off P7 for that, but again, for how much longer is this going to be happening? Lap 18 and on just about like 10 seconds later here, it's going to be almost 3 wide. It's going to be 3 up behind us here as Leclerc steams up the inside here. Norris gets shoved wide. Also, Mick Schumacher gets shoved wide as well. We've literally dragged everyone into this fight. This is not funny. They're 3 wide ahead of us. Oh yeah, this is just getting too complicated for us. Anyways, we are crawling around here. Leclerc goes around the outside. Norris sticks his nose in. Leclerc gets shuffled back though a little bit there as we try to get the power down as quickly as we can. This defending from Alonso and Leclerc is not easy at the same time. We somehow managed to do it as Alonso's into the pit there. Has he got damage there from battling Valtteri Bottas? I wonder if he does anyways, and into the right-hander we go. Oh my goodness, look at the trade we are holding up. Look at the speed from Ocon and from Alonso. We get us, oh sorry, not Alonso, Norris, as we get a nasty tap of over here. Here comes Schumacher, and down the main straight we go. We're going to give a bit of a shove there into the left-hander. Down the inside we go. I don't know what the heck we were thinking there. We broke way too late. We committed way too late to that. Okay, that was on me. Breaking that late was on me. I did not actually expect that. I actually underestimated a little bit as, oh my goodness, we have chops straight across Esteban Ocon. And a safety car has finally been called out. This, well, I mean, like, I honestly don't know what happened. Like, okay, let's recap here for a second. We were battling quite hard, I must say, and then all of a sudden, we got swamped. We tried to defend, and, well, we got this. We got this absolute kerfuffle here. But lap 19, then, of this French Grand Prix. And, yeah, there's something wrong here. You can clearly see on the top right that the Delta, well, the Delta's just having a mind of its own, really, you know? And remember, this was the glitch that was, well, very prominent for quite a while in this game, I noted. When the Delta, the safety car Delta glitch would really just cause, as, well, Gasly is out of the session, anyways, back to what I was saying. It would cause everyone else to follow some weird Delta, but the player would not be affected. And now, well, the top of the screen is just going nuts right now. It's not caring about anything. The Delta's still affecting us, so we can catch up them to Valtteri Bottas, but again, we still can't pass him because of the safety car. So, it's a very frustrating point of the race right now. Again, we can't pass anyone, but we can catch up to them. And again, it is still heavy, wet conditions out here, and the tires are freezing cold. But again, I don't want to go back into the pits. I mean, maybe we could, who knows? But remember, a light rain is supposed to be coming.
Showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
So, after a lot of time struggling with the safety car, Bottas does get away from us there. We do manage to get back. And, well, we're back to racing again on lap 22 onto 23 then of this, well, of this race, I should say. And it is then coming into the left-hander here. You can see the tires, they're starting to heat up temperature right now. They're slowly coming to us. But the problem with us right now is that, well, it's too late in the race for them to change onto the intermediate tires. Unless some sort of weird weather phenomenon happens where, like, you know, they, like, just somehow magically just turns to dry. Maybe they might dive into the pits. But right now, it's really just us trying to keep it on the road. We're 5 seconds ahead of Schumacher. We're 17 behind Bottas. Kind of in no man's land. We're just going to bring the car home. I mean, a very, very chaotic race there. We somehow managed to get through. I really don't know how we managed to get through it. As we move on to the final lap of the French Grand Prix, and Sainz leads the way by 4 seconds. And just like I predicted, no one else bolted into the pits to get the injured tires. We have closed the gap a bit to Bottas, down to 15.4 seconds, albeit with a lot of ERS usage on this lap there. Anyways, as we watch Carlos Sainz then come out of the final corner, he's going to come across the line to win the French Grand Prix ahead of Max Verstappen, who comes home in P2. Harris P3 completes the podium. Russell 4th. Bottas in the Sainz and Verstappen should both be happy. After starting on the hard tires, they got into the pits first for the Inters. They knew exactly what they needed to do, and they have come up on the 1-2, of course, on different teams, of course. But hey, they should be happy with that result. Anyways, we're going to be extremely happy with the result. P6, finally some points after 2 straight mechanical failures, and while a mistake from us, somehow with defending, a bit sketchy at times, but we somehow hold on to it. It's beautiful for us. P6, 8 points to our name. Great stuff, guys.
We witnessed some great battles around Paul Ricard today then, and they've taken a fantastic win. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
So, congratulations to Carlos Sainz for winning the French Grand Prix once again. It's a bit of a bittersweet moment. At the moment, I'll say it is 8 more points to our name. I'm very happy for that. But just imagine if we didn't have those retirements at Austria or at Silverstone. Silverstone, 6 points. Austria, that could have potentially been 18, maybe 19 points if we had the fast lap. We're just going to say we have 18. So 8 plus 6 plus 18. We could have had 32 points in that stretch and be in a much better position in the Constructors. That is so cruel. But anyways, I'm not going to complain. And Théo Pourchaire, as you can clearly see on the results, he got to P12. So looks like that contract renewal maybe boosted a bit of his focus there. But
well, for me,
decent one for us.
Lewis
and
Hamilton.
thanks to that, we now jump AlphaTauri in the standings, although not by much. We are still in the pursuit of Haas. But hopefully with this result, we can carry on the momentum. Anyways, thank you all guys so much for watching this episode. If you guys did enjoy it, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next episode then for the Hungarian Grand Prix. What a race this was. I hope you enjoyed.